The answer is very controversial. People fall on various sides of the question, how much is free hurting anything? Is piracy even real? Is there even a piracy problem at all? And these aren't questions coming from the Pirate Bay and hackers. New York Times wrote a massive article about this that cited very squarely on the fact that there's no statistics proving that free anything has ever been anything other than massive spiking promotion for those businesses. Pretty controversial. That's the New York Times. Forbes, for instance, they wrote a similar article, cited very similarly. There's actually no data that proves that the free culture has had any negative impact on the sale of anything ever. The piracy that we know causes problems is the hard, what we call hard piracy. You go to Thailand and you get Titanic a week before it comes out. That's been around forever. But there's a lot of speculation as to whether there's been an enormous amount of spin on the part of lawyers that the actual problem with the marketplace is that the business models have collapsed. The existing business models haven't embraced the technology and found ways to monetize and market those technologies. And of course, as Don Einer puts very clearly, and he made very clearly to me when I met him, he was like, look, to me, Napster didn't sink the record industry, Wall Street did. You know, and that they were heading for an iceberg regardless of the free culture because there was no way to develop artists anymore. Because, you know, the conglomerates took over the record companies and suddenly you didn't get 2 years to break an artist. You got 1/4 of whatever quarter within the year. If they didn't hit, they were done. And that's why Donnie left Sony. So it's an extremely complicated issue, and I don't get into it in too much detail for the simple reason that I think it's almost, you know, it's almost unfair to try to make a proclamation in a doc and walk away. There's so much information out there that you can find if you want to start digging for it in New York Times, in Forbes, whatever. It's important to discover that stuff for yourself, but the level of misinformation is staggering in terms of what we've been led to believe is the problem.